See, when a man hurts you emotionally, mentally, maybe even spiritually, you don't fight back with fire. Self-worth is non-negotiable. Understand your value. Never let a man's actions define your self-esteem. All right, let's get into it. You gotta understand something deep before anything else makes sense. If you don't know who you are, anybody can tell you who you are, and you might just believe them. That's how pain sneaks in and sets up shop. That's how people, especially the wrong kind of man, get the power to shake your confidence. See, when a man hurts you, he's not just breaking your heart. He's challenging your identity. And if your identity is built on his approval, on his attention, on the way he treats you, then when he changes, you collapse. But let me tell you something. Your value is not up for negotiation. It doesn't rise when somebody loves you, and it doesn't fall when somebody leaves you. That value was set by something bigger, by God, by purpose, by the very breath in your lungs. You were created with intention. You don't need a man to validate a masterpiece. Now, I get it, love feels good. Love gives life flavor. But the minute that love starts redefining who you are, that's when it's time to pause and check yourself. Because the most dangerous kind of hurt is the one that convinces you to forget your worth. You wanna confuse a man who hurt you. Don't fall apart. Don't ask why he left. Stand firm in who you are. Be so solid in your identity that his rejection doesn't even shake the surface. Because when you truly know yourself, his opinion becomes irrelevant. And that right there, that's the kind of power they never expect. Don't search for who you are in someone else's hands. You were never lost. You just forgot. Respond. Don't react. When you're hurt, don't react with anger or drama. Respond with grace and power. That's real confusion. Let me tell you something that'll change how you handle pain. Every reaction is a transaction. You pay with your peace, your energy, your self-control, and most of the time, the return on that investment is zero. See, when someone hurts you, especially a man you trusted, the natural instinct is to react. You wanna lash out. You wanna send that long text. You wanna make sure he knows just how bad he broke you. But let me ask you this. What does that reaction really buy you? It gives him confirmation. Confirmation that he still has control. That even in his absence, he's running your mind, your mood, your moment. And he wins not because he was right, but because you gave him the response he expected. But when you respond instead of react, you shift the dynamic. Responding is rooted in power. Reacting is rooted in pain. There's a psychological principle at play here, emotional regulation. It's the ability to pause before you speak, to breathe before you blow up, to process before you post. It's not weakness, it's emotional maturity, and baby, maturity is magnetic. Now I'm not saying stay silent forever or let folks walk all over you. I'm saying be intentional. You want to really confuse him. Be calm, be cool, be collected, say less but live more. Move on without an explanation. That kind of peace, that kind of silence, it screams louder than any argument ever could. The power isn't in what you say, it's in what you choose not to. Silence and success are powerful weapons. Nothing confuses someone more than your quiet elevation. Level up without a word. Let me tell you something most people don't realize until they've wasted months or even years sitting in the wreckage. Pain is meant to pass through you, not live in you. But the problem is, when someone hurts us, especially someone we loved, we start building a house in the heartbreak. We sit in it, we replay it, we decorate it with what-ifs and why-me's. But listen, he hurt you, yes, but you staying stuck, that's on you. There's a principle in life. Motion creates momentum. If you want to stop feeling like a victim, you have to stop acting like one. Don't wait for the apology. Don't wait for the closure. Don't wait for him to show up and make it right, because sometimes he never will. And guess what? That's still not a reason for you to stay broken. You gotta get up, move forward. You don't have to run. You don't even have to walk fast. But you have to move, take a step, any step. Take your pain to the gym, take it to a journal, take it to a therapist. Take it to God, but don't let it keep you in the same emotional zip code. And here's the truth. Your progress is the greatest confusion you'll ever cause. When he looks up one day and sees you smiling again, glowing again, loving your life again, that's when he realizes he didn't destroy you. He just revealed what you needed to rebuild. So stop waiting for someone to come fix you. Start becoming the version of you he never thought would survive without him. Don't chase replace. Replacing pain with progress is the best comeback. Never beg, build instead. Let me break this down real clear. You don't chase what's running away from you. You replace it. That's not bitterness. That's wisdom. When someone shows you they're willing to hurt you, or worse, walk away without fixing it, your job isn't to convince them to stay. Your job is to make peace with their exit and focus on your elevation. See, people get stuck in the chase. Chasing closure, chasing answers, chasing a version of that man that only existed in their imagination. But here's the truth. You can't heal chasing what broke you. You can't grow chasing someone who shrinks you. That energy, that time, it's better invested in building the life you were meant for, with or without him. Psychologically speaking, this is about agency, your ability to reclaim your power, your direction, your voice. And philosophically, it's about understanding that love is not ownership. If someone can leave you, they were never truly yours to begin with. You were just renting space in a story they weren't ready to finish. You want to flip the script, replace what left with something stronger: purpose, peace, power. Replace the pain with progress. Get your money right. Get your mindset right. Get your future right. Make your comeback louder than your heartbreak. And don't ever think replacing means revenge. Nah, this isn't about being petty. It's about being whole. It's about understanding you were never dependent on a man. You just forgot your own ability to rise. So stop chasing shadows and start building light. Because the moment you stop chasing what left, you start attracting what's worthy. Keep it classy, not messy. Keep your dignity. Confuse him by rising above, not falling apart. Let God be the closure. When you stop trying to prove your worth and trust God's plan, you shift the power. Now let me tell you this, and I need you to let it sink in. God is your closure, not that man. We spend so much time looking for answers from the people who hurt us, as if they hold the key to our healing. But the truth is, the closure you need won't come from him. It won't come from any apology, any explanation, any attempt to fix what's been broken. That's not the way it works. See, closure is a myth if you're waiting for someone who's already walked away. It's like waiting for a bus that's long gone. What you need isn't closure. It's clarity, and clarity that comes from understanding that your peace doesn't depend on their validation. It comes from knowing that the end of one chapter is simply the beginning of a new one written by you. Let me break this down psychologically. We all have this deep-rooted need for closure. It's tied to our sense of control, our need to understand, our desire to feel at peace with what happened. But here's the catch. You will never control the narrative by waiting for someone else to write it. You have the pen. You are the author of your story, and the power lies in how you choose to heal, not in how they choose to apologize. Philosophically, this is about acceptance, accepting that the past is done, accepting that not everything has an answer or a reason. But most importantly, accepting that God has a bigger plan for you than anything that man could ever offer. When you stop trying to prove your worth, when you stop begging for closure, that's when God opens the door to a new beginning. So stop looking back. Trust that the closure you're seeking was never in His hands. It's always been in God's.